welcome to another episode of Campus with Salvation. And then, the last episode of measurements. And today we are coming to solve 4 questions. And it includes different quantities and their units. So let's go. We have 4 questions here. And it goes by, the first question is, calculate the frequency of a tape which has a time of 20 seconds. So here we are calculating for frequency of a tape or radio. Yeah. Frequency is measured in hertz or megahertz. So it's here radio. Yeah, we all listening to radio. And it reads in frequencies. That's why we have maybe radio so and so 98.5 FM. That's the frequency of that particular station. So each station has its own frequency. And this is how it is being calculated. So let's go. And we have a question on it. Calculate the frequency of a tape which has a time of 20 seconds. So let's continue. Question 1. Solution. Frequency. And this is the formula for frequency. Here it goes. F is equal to 1 over T. And the T is the time or period. Yeah. So here the question can be and has a time or period of 20 seconds. Period. So period and time are measured in seconds. Yeah, that's it. So let's go. The question says calculate the frequency of a tape which has a time of, so F is equal to 1 over the 20 seconds, which is the frequency, or the 20 seconds is the time or the period. Yeah, so you just divide the 1 over the 20 and the answer will be your frequency. That's so very simple. But if you don't understand, you might find it difficult. Yeah, so the frequency of this particular tape is 0.05 hertz. And these are the units. Please don't forget. And also notice the units very well because it's even important than the answer itself. So we've done with the first one, we're going to the second one. We have 4 questions and I'm here to solve all of them. And after solving them, I know and I'm very sure that each and every one of you can solve any question of this type. So it's better you watch this video till end and also subscribe to the channel so that whenever we upload any lessons on different topics, you can able to get it. So we have the second question, but don't forget to share the link for other colleagues to get it. And the names remains Campus with Salvation. That's the name of the channel. Or you can also DM me on Instagram at original_salvation79. Yeah, in terms you want to have a discussion with me, you can also DM me on Instagram. Also, you can give a comment under the comment section when you are watching this video so that any problem we can solve for you. You can even send us questions which you might even find difficult so that we help you out solve it. Thank you. So let's go to the second question. A car obtains a velocity of 20 meters per second and a mass of 20 kilograms. Calculate its momentum. Yeah, we have to calculate its momentum, but before you can calculate the momentum, you need to know the main definition of momentum. If you can't define momentum, how can you even tackle this question? That's why I've been saying you need to read more. That's how science is. It's all about formulas and understanding the concept. That's the main secret of science. But someone sent me a question on some integrated science practical, and I believe this will come off in our next episode of our lessons. So after solving that practical, I'm very sure we are ending measurement in science. And we will tackle a topic on chemistry called mole concept. So let me finish with this question. After the video or after the questions, we can talk more about it. A car obtained a velocity of 20 meters and a mass of 20 kilometers. This one is 20 meters per second. And this one is a mass of 20 kilometers. That's the mass. This 20 meters per second can also be written as 20 meters per second without bringing the per one here. Yeah. So if you see this way or that way, they are all the same, and it is talking about free, or it's talking about velocity. Yeah. So it's talking about velocity. We have this thing. This thing is confusing most students. Yeah. We have maybe 20 meters per second, and we have 20 meters per second square, or 20 meters per second square. This and this are the same, and also this and this are also the same. This one, please take note of it. Please take note of it. This one is the velocity of an object, velocity. And this one is an acceleration. Yeah, that's the unit for acceleration, meters per second. So take note of it so that you won't interchange them. And if you interchange them, you know how the effects you are going to cause. Yeah, so let's continue with our second question, which is very simple. By knowing the definition of momentum, or what momentum is. A car obtained a velocity of 2 meters per second and a mass of 20 kilograms. Calculate its momentum. So momentum is defined as an object mass times, or a product of an object, a product of the mass of an object, and its velocity. Product means multiplication. So this is how the formula goes. Momentum is equal to the mass of an object times its velocity. Yeah, this is the definition of momentum, and also the formula for finding momentum. So momentum is equal to mass times velocity, and the question gave us mass, which is 20 kilograms, times velocity. The velocity was given to us in meters per second, 2 meters. So you just multiply the mass and the velocity, and you are done with the question, which is 20 meters per second. So after multiplying them, please use calculator. And you got a guy in Kwakase who do trimbe with here is your own cup of tea. That's why calculator has been given to you, or you need to buy them and send them in the examination hall to help you. 20 times 2 will give you 40 momentum. Go to 40. Yeah, 40. That's all. So this is how we go by the second question, which is 40. Yeah, momentum is 40. That's mass times its velocity. An electric appliance. Let's look at this question very careful. It's about electricity. You can even use Ohm's law to generate the formula for solving this question. So just watch it carefully and know how to solve it, because this type of question is very important. And this question is a past question. So those of you who used to solve past question, I think, and I'm very sure that you've come across this type of question, or this particular question before, or if not, similar one. So let's tackle it. Anyone who knows Ohm's law can actually solve this question with simplicity, because it all talks about Ohm's law. Yeah, about electricity, electric appliance. Okay, an electric appliance has 20 ohms. This is a symbol for ohms. So maybe the question didn't talk or mention ohms, but actually by seeing the symbol, you need to know that this 20 here is ohm. That's why I've been telling you to notice all the quantities and its symbols plus its SI units. That's very important because sometimes the question might not even mention the type of quantity it is talking about, but rather bring the SI unit or the symbol, which you need to know how it is done, because here the question didn't mention any ohms, but 20, this symbol ohms says or must tell you is an ohm quantity. So let's go. An electric appliance has 20 ohms and reads 20 ampere of current. Even here you were lucky it talks about current, because but actually if the question didn't even mention of current, you need to know that ampere is talking about current because current is measured in ampere. So let's continue. When it is on, calculate the potential difference. And also let me remind you, potential difference is the same as voltage. So when the question says calculate the potential difference or calculate the voltage, they are all the same. So you need to calculate them. Don't say that we like the teacher taught us only voltage or the teacher taught us only potential difference and he never mentioned of voltage or potential difference. But yes, so you need to know them because you need to read more and do more research. That's the duty of a student. Okay, I hope you are getting the concept, and I know this kind of episode will be very interesting to you because it always comes in every question. And I'm also reminding you, we have questions on integrated science practical, and I will be solving it in our next episode. So everyone, watch out and subscribe and click on the notification bell. That is also important so that you get every video I upload. The notification bell you need to click on. That's most important thing. Adomano me also. NBM o person we are that friend be now person also any understanding of science and maths, because that's what we'll be doing here. Also we'll be interacting with students, going on campus by campuses. So if you have a friend that you yada na ubetimi share link and I'm so happy to be no usually and no subscribe. That's the most important thing. And let me say this. Okay, I'll talk about it later. An electric appliance has a 20 ohms. So 20 ohms and reads 20 ampere. That's current 20 ampere. Well, and the question says current when it is on, calculate the potential difference. Okay. Ohm's law states that we are coming to use Ohm's law to deduct formula for this question so that we can solve it. Ohm's law states that an electric current, that's I, that passes through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference, or the voltage. Ohm's law states that the electric current that passes through a conductor is directly proportional to voltage or potential difference, and this is the proportionality or the proportionality symbol is directly proportional to voltage. That's the potential difference. PD, potential difference, PD. So listen, in indices, in variation, in variation, when you want to ignore the proportional to sign and introduce an equal to sign, you need to introduce a constant. So here, our constant will not be K, but rather R, that's the resistance. So I is equal to, we are removing the proportionality sign. So ohm, VR. So we generate a formula for this question. So you can do it anyhow you want because it's very simple. It's very, very simple. So let's boson. Let's boson. This and this, you can use them to calculate the questions this formula and this formula you can use to calculate the questions. Very simple. So let's go. Calculate the potential difference. So we are calculating for this. Yeah, the V. So watch out. V is equal to I R, and we have I to be. That's the current. I is the current. Symbol for current is I, capital I. But the SI unit for current is capital E, ampere. So watch out. It's very tricky. So current is 20 times resistance. That's ohms, which was given us to be 20. 40 times 40, punch on the calculator. Don't say it's very simple, so you don't need to use calculator. 20 times 20 will give you 400. We are calculating for voltage. So voltage will be what? Voltage will be what? V. Volts. Voltage will be volts. Yeah, so I'm done with this. So this is how it goes. You can generate the formula from this particular Ohm's law. It's very important to know the meaning of Ohm's law. You just don't need to memorize it without utilizing it. Hope you get me right. Okay. A force of, this is the question 4. A force of 20 newtons. That's force newtons. Force is measured in newtons. Hope you all get me right. Exert on a body of mass 10.6 kilograms. Calculate the acceleration. This question is very simple. I'm not going to waste time on it. So force, you all know the formula for finding force. Force is equal to mass times acceleration. And we are calculating for acceleration. So we just put your 20 here is equal to mass 10.6 times A, which we can use 10.6 A. So 20 is equal to 10.6 A. Divide both sides by 10.6. Divide both sides by 10.6. This one will cancel this. So A is equal to 20 divided by 10.6, and it will give you 1.867. We are calculating for acceleration, so you just introduce this symbol, meters per second square. Very simple, so don't forget. This is how it goes. And we are done with the questions, and I believe and I'm very sure that any questions on this type, you can solve them. The name still remains Salvation. You can also Instagram me. Yeah, very simple. You can Instagram me at original_salvation79. Add a 79. Yeah, it's very unique number. 7 is a perfect number. That's why I read it. So that's it. I'm done for today. And watch out for the next episode, which will be a practical section on integrated science, physics.